Piper here, paying the piper if you please, and welcome back to another episode of Project D3. Now I know last time I said I'd go ahead and have this whole quest list finished out before I started recording, but I fibbed. Well, decided to fib anyway. When dealing with the Why Do You Need Bark quest, it's one of those kind of quests. You know what I'm talking about. Those kind of quests. The one where you start to wonder if the developers aren't just like trying to tug your chain because it's not dropping. You're grinding for 5 minutes and it's like, it's a piece of bark from a walking log. Why hasn't it dropped yet? And then it finally does drop and you're like, yay! And you spend another 5 minutes and you realize when it doesn't drop again, you've got 4 more of them to go. So during that lovely time, the Bakemon feathers and Bakemon claws completed. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off our helper track list, just to keep things clear, and deal with that next time we hop over to the real world. Now, the reason why I've got Extinct out is because, if you recall... Oh, wait. Silly me, I'm like, oh, you talk to Amon of Passion at this point. No, you don't. Gray means he has nothing for you. And of course that made me go, why doesn't he have anything for you? Well, items with need further investigation. Speak with Amon of Passion occurs over in western area outskirts. So, silly me. Extinct! Sleep. Sleep, I say! Meanwhile, Bugsy is going to go prove how much of a badass bug he really is. Go, Bugsy! Slaughter the Togemon! Of course, I didn't go slaughter the Togemon. Oh. Any Togemon needles, which may prove to be one of those quests. Let's see. If we get it with this Togemon, it's not one of those quests. If we don't get it with this Togemon, it is one of those quests. Which shall it be? And the answer is it's going to be one of those kind of quests. Well, you guys don't need to see me going through all of that. One thing I am going to note, though, just in the event anyone's curious, when you're in this easy start kind of areas, and you get these white eggs, if you want to go ahead and just scan them, they cost a little bit, but they cost a lot less than the food or discs that they will give you. Or possibly give you, because there is a chance for them to, not give them. And yes, I know I can't use that skill yet, sorry. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and pause recording while I finish up these Togemon and other quests, and we will be able to deal with Karada when we get to them. Okay, I'm sort of lying again. Not quite done with the Togemon or anything else for that matter, but a thought just occurred to me. You've seen how Bugsy handles these guys, right? Well, let me show you how Extinct handles these guys. Now, you'll notice that he's got an elemental down, whereas Bugsy has a type attribute up, but you'll still be able, I think, to see what kind of a difference. Aha, yes, I forgot about that. So, if you click on Battle, this little icon pops up. In this bubble icon thingy-mabobber is information about damage you're doing, not how quickly you're doing it. It's not a DPS count or anything. DPS standing for damage per second. It's just a standard, what are you doing? It does not tell you what anyone else in your group is doing. It just tells you your stats so you can improve yourself and better fulfill how you're playing. By the way, Extinct here won't be able to level up until 25. Not sure I made that clear. But, for the moment, Extinct! Fetch the Togemon! And he did 137, the Togemon's doing 36 per hit. Dodge, attack, dodge, attack. So, using skills to help out. Let's see here. Let's go for standard attack this time. The number we want to look for is... let's go with as high as number of 54. So everyone keep that number in mind as Extinct's best attack. Now, trade out, after I pick up my mouse from having dropped it, trade out Extinct for Bugsy, who is a 5/5. Come on, swap out. Thank you. Now, let me check something here. Okay. Can't do quite as fair a comparison as I would have liked, but Bugsy, strict attack against a single Togemon with 1 attribute bonus. He's doing 61. He's doing 91. That's a critical damage, but he's doing roughly between 70 and 85 points of damage per hit. That's the difference between a 5-5 and a 3-5. Kiwi was... Extinct the Kiwi was doing 54-ish, and Bugsy just came in and slaughtered the guy doing at a critical of 102. So, when I say aim for 4-5, 5-5, that's what I'm talking about. You're gonna get a lot better hitting. Now, if you really, really, really love a Digimon and cannot stand to wait, or if it's something like a Goblinmon, where you've gone through 20 eggs and still cannot get him to a bloody 4-5, but you've gotten it twice to a 3-5 before it's shattered in your hatcher, I can completely understand why you would want to just turn around and say, okay, you know what, I can't handle the hassle of this anymore. And so due to the developers, which is why they came up with a cash shop item. Hi, Digimon. Oh, I called you by your right name now. Digimon! As I was saying, so do the developers. That is why they've put in a cash shop item. It's not in yet. This is currently only in the Korean version of the cash shop, but give them a bit of time, they'll fix that. They being Joy Max. But this miracle fruit is what they came up with to make you 3-5 people, such as myself, a little bit happier. What it will do is it will give the chance, random chance, of going up. So this stat here would improve, it would go up. Or, if you're already a 5-5, it will go down. Not by tonnages, one would hope, but it would go down. So, what they basically said is, pay for it, and we'll help get you at least to low 4-5. I've gotten my 3-5s up to... Instead of 74%, they're actually at 76, 78%. I think after 3 tries, it hits a level it just won't go anymore, because mine won't go anymore. But, yeah, you do have the option to use a Miracle Fruit if you're stuck with a low-level 3-5 and want to improve it. But, general rule of thumb is just don't let yourself get stuck with a 3-5. Go for a 4-5. Aim for a 4-5. That's the moral of the story here. So I'll go ahead and stop regaling you with why 4-5s are better than 3-5s and just go ahead and deal with the rest of these Togemon. And Itmon. Mysterious objects get dropped from Itmon off screen and meet you back at Kurata. Lovely, lovely Kurata. Or Devil Itmon, one of the two. And here we are over near Devil Imon. No, I haven't gotten the mysterious objects yet, but I did want to show the fact that, blue name or not, when doing a quest that requires a dropped item, it will drop. It may take longer, but it will drop. So if you're, I don't know, utterly strapped for cash and can't scrape together a single megabyte if your life depended on it, you can go ahead and do these daily quests and go ahead and pick up that megabyte. Because most daily quests in this area, I think 2 of them only offer about 800 or 900 bits. But Starmons and Mudfridgemons, I believe. You haven't seen that one yet, don't worry. They offer the daily quest reward of a single megabyte. And you know, I need to learn to not record at midnight. Because apparently my brain quits functioning. Not like Orange's brain ever worked to begin with, but moving forward. But yeah, as you see, it's taking a lot longer than normal to get the mysterious objects to show up, unless I misread the instructions again. That is part of why I am glad we have this quest tracker thing. Responsibility. Mysterious objects from Itmon. Yep, Itmon drops them. So, while we're over here, some people may be like, but Piper, if 3-5 stinks so bad, why are you so interested in the fact that it's a data? Well, I'll go ahead and let Extinct show that off for himself. Target, Digimon, vaccine type, which means Extinct can go claw at him without issue. Now, if this were Bugsy, Bugsy would be a squished bug. Mind you, Bugsy also has a level closer to Data, or to Digimons, so this would not take as long. But, at any rate, we've gone ahead and got the tree bark issue. See? Digimon drops insect data. Yeah. Since Tentomon has just come out recently, as of the time of this recording, insect data is a bit on the hot side, but I never liked Tentomon that much, so... Anyway. Remember, if you have a partner out with you, whoever that partner is will get the experience points of completing the quest. So, ding! Wow. We both leveled at the same time. That's interesting. So, Extinct is now level 11. Level 11. Yeah, say that 10 times fast, why don't you? How slow are you? Yada yada blah 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 in order to conduct research. Star Amon of Passion in Western Village. You need an antidote because you're an idiot and didn't handle poisonous materials safely. Ah, yay, karma. Okay. What he's asking for is us to run over to Star Amon of Passion back here at D Terminal. See? Green quest! Well, we're kinda got a few more quests between here and there, so we're gonna go ahead and... Yes, I'm aware this area will fatigue you, thank you. Won't fatigue me. Ooh! His F2 skill opened up. A shorthand way for people to understand this, when someone says, hey, what's your F2 skill? They're talking about literally what skill defaults to your F2 button. Now, someone asked earlier, and I realize this is, well, by the time this is posted, a month short, $1 late, but what does reinforcing a skill do? Well, as you can, this here is the experience points for the skill. This has nothing to do with the experience points your mon gains. What controls this, I don't know. If by the time I post this I've gotten the research into what it is, I will post that as a, like, text scrolly thing you'll be seeing right about now. A seagull! He sounds like a seagull! Anyway, what you do is you reinforce the skill. Take, for example, high jump kick. That's 2-8. Now, what does that mean? You can upgrade it a total of 8 times, and I drag my mouse over there, but the text disappears, so pretend my mouse is sitting on the level 2 out of 8. You can reinforce this a total of 7 times. It starts out at level 1. However, each evolution has a maximum skill level they can reach. Once they've reached that level, and I'm going to sneeze. In fact, I'm going to pause while I sneeze, because I don't think you guys want to hear me sneezing. No, you guys really didn't want to hear me sneezing. What that means is once the maximum skill level has been reached, you cannot add any more skill levels or upgrades to, like, Pummel Peck or to High Kick Jump, in this case F1 and F2. That only works, each evolution has its own amount of skills it can master, or levels it can gain, that is independent of the level of the whole. But again, once that maximum level has been reached, it cannot be gone over. And you're stuck with your skill sets as they are. There is no way to reset them. So you can either A, think carefully, or B, pour it all into the most powerful attack you've got. Or C, like what I did with Impmon, pour it into the weakest but quickest attack you've got, so that it's a continual stream of pound, 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 pound that equals up to more damage than the F2 attack. So, I thought Digimon would give me something interesting in regular form. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up before my nose decides to explode on you friendly listeners and viewers. So, next time on Project D3, I actually do what I said I would do. Finish up these quests, turn them all in, And we run back to town to not only deal with an increasing lack of inventory, but to talk to Amon of Passion and get Kurata an antidote to his own idiocy. Not that I think that'll ever happen, but anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good weekend, however it may be. Bye bye!